1 hit. There was an error in the inning. 1 left on. We're finished with 2. Lebanon with the first lead of the day. Lebanon 1, South nothing. High school baseball continues on KGAL.
1 run.
Albany Burgerville is celebrating 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Enjoy the Albany Burgerville Tillamook Cheeseburger quarter-pound country natural beef patty with Tillamook cheddar and fries, complemented with a real fresh ice cream milkshake. Pick up a Burgerville card now. It's reward cash for every dollar spent. See store for details. Albany Burgerville is the proud sponsor of West Albany Bulldogs and Lebanon Warriors High School Sports live broadcast on KGAL K-Show Radio.
The mission of this quality Mid-Valley builder is treat every job like it's our only job, no matter how big or small. And we don't stop until our customer is 100% satisfied, 100% of the time. Now Builders has stuck to this business plan since their beginning in 1992. They welcome commercial and residential jobs, big or small, it doesn't matter at Now Builders. See their list of referrals online at nowbuilders.com or call 541-926-2858.
1580 KGAL.
Top of the third, ball game moving along. Thank you for joining us today. Our first high school broadcast. We've done this for a number of years. We do about 10 high school games. Pitches outside ball 1. The leadoff hitter, Reese Fisher, the center fielder, and the number 9 hitter for South Albany. 1-0 Lebanon. Top of the third. After the high school season is over, we assume somebody will be in the playoffs. We cover all the area of 5A teams. Pitches high. Ball 2. Crescent Valley, South, and then the 3 teams with the press boxes, Lebanon, Corvallis, and West, from which we do our games, but try to get the other teams, Crescent Valley and South, in, carry some of their games as well. Pitch is a strike. Assuming someone from that group of 5 will be in a playoff game or 2.
Well, I assume.
And then a little time off, and then into the American Legion season. The pitch is fouled away. American Legion season consists of covering games for 2 teams on our side of the bridge. The Mid-Valley Rockets, back for another year, a couple of years ago, had, because of a lack of funding, did not have baseball. They will have it again this summer. 2-2 outside, full count to Reese Fisher. And that's Lebanon, Albany. Some of these Lebanon players will play American Legion baseball. Perhaps some of the South players as well. And then the T-girding Market Builders over on the Corvallis side of the bridge swung on in line past the first baseman, the soft liner into right field for a base hit. And Reese Fisher has the second hit of the day for South. A single to lead off the inning. Let's see what they will do. Lebanon got the leadoff runner aboard and wasted no time in stealing second. But Luke Rapay, we've seen him catch for a couple of years, and he can throw.
Yeah, he's a veteran back there. He's a senior. But if you're South, this is your leadoff guy. Maybe try a little hit and run, something like that.
Reese Fisher gets a very short lead. Does not look intent upon going. Does not. The pitch is swung on and lined off the pitcher's glove. Will pick it up, throw to second, and they got the out at second base. And Jacob Rapay with a great play. Jacob Rapay had to kind of duck down and put that hand up to try to grab that ball, that left hand. He stuck it up, knocked the ball to the ground, and then had the presence to pick it up and go to second base and throw out the runner there. As I mentioned, Reese Fisher did not get much of a lead. Did not get a good jump, so he was out at second. And Trent Webb.
Well, he had to freeze at first base because he thought the ball was caught, as I think most people did here. So he was really dead once he started progressing towards second.
Did you score that as an error? Yeah. No, a hit. Austin Hall is the batter with the runner first. He hits this one, and that one is going to be trouble. That's going to be in the gap at left center. It's going to roll out there, be picked up by Kyle Christensen. There'll be runners at second and third. They're going to send the runner home. The ball is bobbled in center. Took a long time for Christensen to get that ball released, and the runner will score all the way from first on an RBI double by Trent Webb, or rather Austin Hall, and we are tied at 1. Hall smacked that one in between the left fielder Wessel and Christensen. Kyle Christensen had the ball, appeared ready to turn and throw with the runner heading for third, but it took him a while apparently to get that ball out of his glove.
Well, he bobbled it 2 or 3 times out there, Ray. Just could not get a grip on it.
But Austin Hall will be credited with a 2-base hit, and speaking of hit, it almost hits him, goes off his I thought that went off his bat, apparently off the catcher's glove, and the runner will be allowed to go to third. I thought that struck his bat as it was inside, but it did not, and went off Luke Rapay's glove to the backstop. So the runner will go to third. You know, it intrigues me. It's never easy in these high school games that things happen.
No.
It looked like it was close enough inside, and you've got the umpire with his back to us. It looked like it hit his bat, but instead it went off the catcher's glove, Luke's glove. So the runner advances to third. This one bounces off Luke's glove. It's outside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, the umpire is right there, so you would assume had it went off the bat, he would have called the foul ball.
Travis Shagnon, number 24, is the hitter. He had gone down to his coach, Chad Angel. Chad, who coached the Mid-Valley Rockets for a number of years, finally decided to take some summers off. He has not done that in the last few years, but has been a long-time coach at South Albany. And batter shows bunt does not. Luke Rapay fires down to third base on the ball outside. He can throw. That is one swift throw, almost threw it away. Nice play by Jared Marshall, with the runner diving in to take a low throw at third. But really right on the money, actually.
It was. Going to the bag exactly where you want it to be.
Yeah. Pitch bounces in the dirt. 4 pitches, 4 balls. Travis Shagnon on first.
But suddenly Jacob cannot find the strike zone right now. All 4 of those balls were not even close, Ray. A couple that bounced, almost hit the batter.
Brother Luke will come out and give Jacob a little tap on the back. And also a pitching coach, who would that be, Rich? Casey Humphrey? Casey Humphrey, the pitching coach, goes to the mound to talk over things with Jacob Rapay. And Shagnon has walked. Austin Hall on third base. One out.
It's Jason Williams, he says.
Oh, Jason Williams. Jason Williams is the person who goes out to the mound. But he is done with his conversation. Brother Luke comes behind home plate, and Brother Jacob kicks the dirt out there on the mound and tries to get ready to pitch out of trouble. Game tied at 1, and here is their cleanup hitter, Ryan Brown, the third baseman, who looks like a cleanup hitter.
Yeah, he does. He's built pretty well. And this is a key batter in the ball game, really, for the Warriors to get out here.
First and third, would they send the runner from first? The answer is no. Swung on and missed. Ryan Brown wanted to put that one deposited somewhere in the outfield. Took a good cut. Strike 1, grounded out to short. His first time up, second time around in the order. As Jacob had retired the first 5 hitters of the game, gave up a base hit in the second, no damage. But has given up a couple of hits, a run here in the third. Runners at first and third, a bunt, surprise bunt down the first baseline, picked up by Jacob. He will throw to first. They get the batter, and it is not a squeeze play. The runner from third does not break. I think that was just they're trying to shock the pitcher Rapay that Ryan Brown would bunt. They didn't tip it off by sending the runner from third and Jared Marshall, which would indicate a squeeze bunt coming up. And Ryan Brown is out. That's shocking.
Well, I'm speechless right now as to what they were trying to do there. There were runners on the corners. There was an out, so it's not like they really got much out of this. I don't know. The runner didn't come. It wasn't a squeeze, like you said. I don't know what the thought process was there.
Travis Shagnon went to second, so runners at second and third, and the pitch. Did he tip it? He did. Strike 2.
I mean, the only thing, like I said, South has not scored runs in bunches this year, or really at all. So maybe they were just trying to say, hey, if we get a hit here, we're going to get 2 runs out of it. So I don't know.
Brian Kelly just got a piece of that. It was a bad pitch close to being in the dirt, so it's no balls, 2 strikes quickly, and Jacob is a strike away from pitching himself out of trouble here, but it's high for ball 1. Now, the runner never broke from third at all, apparently not to give away the fact that the cleanup hitter was bunting, and maybe they expect him to get a clean bunt down the first baseline, one that would catch everybody by surprise. Pitches, strike 3, took that, no.
Whoa.
Oh, holy moly, no, 2 and 2.
Boy, everybody thought that was. Both Rapays thought it was. Kelly, the batter, thought it was. He was going.
Luke was going back to the dugout, and it looked like it came right across the plate, and it didn't look like it was low. It looked like it was in the strike zone.
It looked like a good one, Ray.
2 balls, 2 strikes, the pitch, strike 3, yes.
Got it that time.
Breaking ball, that one was really in the heart of the zone. Strike 3, Brian Kelly is gone. So Jacob, after a little talk there with Jason Williams, the pitching coach, and his brother Luke, the catcher, gets himself out of trouble, strands a couple of runners, gives up a couple of hits, 2 left on base. We are finished with 2.5, and we're tied now at 1. Rebels 1, Warriors 1. Lebanon coming to bat on KGAL.
1 run on 2 hits.
Eye-popping graphics on premium fabrics. That's what you'll wear from Northwest Apparel and Graphics. Businesses like Albany's Furniture and Beds, Buckmaster Plumbing, and Rhodes Warden have trusted Northwest Apparel and Graphics for their new appearance. Now you can too, and for a lot less than you'd expect. From vinyl signs and proverbs to screen printing and custom embroidery, Northwest Apparel and Graphics can do it all. No minimum orders for home or business. Look for their new showroom just south of the Kuhn Theater on South Main Street. Northwest Apparel and Graphics.
Wilson Motors in Corvallis is showcasing the arrival of the new 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 2014 Jeep Patriot, and the 2013 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. Wilson Motors is where you'll find this area's best selection, best prices, and happy customers. Come see the notable difference during the showcase event going on now at Wilson Motors. Make your best deal today at Wilson Motors Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis, and online at saveatwilson.com.
1580 KGAL.
Leading off the
Bottom of the 3rd inning coming up.
Shortstop number 29.
A strange inning, not the most peculiar we've seen, but some strange things happening in that last inning.
Well, definition of strange is high school baseball, right? There's always strange, odd things happening. That was not, like you said, one of the stranger things, but it was definitely up there.
Here's John Caderos, who leads off with a base hit to center field. So Lebanon will get the leadoff runner aboard in the 3rd, trying to break a 1-1 tie. John had flown out to the shortstop with some short pop in the 1st inning and pops a base hit on the first pitch to him here in the bottom of the 3rd.
Batting 3rd baseman number 5, Jared Marshall.
So a runner at first, 1 out, and Jared Marshall, who grounded out in the 1st inning, stands in. And John Caderos, certainly a leadoff hitter, can run. If he doesn't run quickly here, I would be shocked. I will leave the broadcast booth here. Something I probably should have done years ago. The pitch, throw to first, and he's back. Listeners going, don't run, kid, don't run. I hear you at home, and that hurts me.
That is hurtful.
That hurts. There he goes. And the pitch is a strike, throw down to second, and the runner is in. I admire anyone and love anyone who plays baseball. I love the game, but John Acker really has trouble, and that is the 2nd time that ball has bounced to second.
Yeah.
Has bounced on the grass, right at the tip of the infield grass to second.
He did have a quicker release on that one, but it was pretty much the same exact throw.
Pitch is swung on grounded, backhanded off the glove of the second baseman. It'll go into center field for a hit. Actually, it should be an error, I believe, on the play, and the run will score. It was a ball that was really smacked, but David Franklin did not play it well. Stuck out his glove. Did it hit his glove at all? You give him.
I think that was a hit. What?
You're going to give it a hit?
I would give it a hit. I don't think.
All right.
I don't know.
All right. I thought he got his glove on. He just kind of.
The official score is to my left over here, so you'd have to ask him.
Well, all right.
Moment of truth.
Give him a hit. It was hard hit, but David did not play that ball well. He should have backhanded it. But I don't know that he touched it. The throw to first, and the runner is back.
I'm not sure he did touch it either, Ray, and that's why I'm being generous here. But I don't know.
But it's a base hit for Jared Marshall. We'll give him a base hit. it was a ball that really should have been played. There goes the runner from first. There goes Jared, and the ball will be stuck in the glove of Scott Acker, and Jared Marshall will steal second. And certainly strategy of the game is really unfolding here, and you can see why, if they get base runners, that Lebanon was able to score 16 runs yesterday.
Well, I think if you have any sort of speed on the base pass, you steal as many times as you can if you're the Warriors.
Austin Hall looks the runner Jared Marshall back, so credit to Jared with a base hit and a run batted in as he bats in John Guerreros. There is a strike, a ball and a strike to Luke Rapay. But a batted in for a run batted in. It was hard hit, granted that, but David Franklin just kind of waved the glove at it. It's hard to tell through the backstop and the webbing whether he got a piece of it.
We need instant replay, right?
Outside. Probably not. I would say, and thinking it over, probably not, since it wasn't slowed in any way.
I don't think it was touched. But, that, like you said, it's through the webbing. It's out at second base,
Pitch is swung on by Luke, and he took a good cut at this one, well out in front of it, and fouls it down left field line. So Luke with 1 ball and 2 strikes. Someone who can really strike the ball and hit it well. Austin Hall needs to be very careful with Luke Rapay. Hall checks the runner at second and throws. That one looks good, and that one, there was a breaking ball that froze Luke Rapay for the strikeout. We saw that done by his brother to the final batter in the top of the 3rd inning. That was Brian Kelly for South. Now Austin Hall does it to the other brother, Luke, in the bottom of the 3rd. So Luke is a strikeout victim. 2nd for Austin Hall. 3rd for Austin. 3 on the day. Pitch misses in the dirt to Austin Lopez, the DH, lined out his first time up. No walks in the game yet for Austin Hall, and just 1 for Jacob Rapay. That's rather admirable for the 2 pitchers here as we're in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch is a high pop-up. Will this one be playable? Looks like it is for the first baseman in foul territory, who will call everyone off, and Brian Kelly makes the put out. Austin Lopez, the DH, pops out in foul territory. And 2 gone.
Now batting center
with a runner at second.
48,
2-1, Lebanon with the lead. A base hit by John Guerrero, stolen base hit by Jared Marshall. He drove in the run, he stole second, but that's where he stands now with 2 consecutive outs. And Kyle Christensen takes a look at a breaking ball that misses in the dirt, ball 1. He reached on an error in the 2nd inning. Hit a line drive that was in the glove of David Franklin, but he then dropped the ball and would come around to score the first run for Lebanon. Jared Marshall gets the lead at second as Austin Hall throws, and it's fouled away. Lebanon getting some good cuts here. It fouls that one back. On the field, I wonder when they start the track and field season. No track and field meet over there today.
It's probably pretty soon, I would think.
Yes.
It's already April, 3rd?
April 3rd. Pitch is swung on, grounded slowly towards Franklin. Picks it up. He'll make the soft throw to first, and it is in time. And I mean a soft throw. Almost beating it out was Kyle Christensen, just a step away from doing so, but the out is recorded, and the inning is over. Lebanon gets a run to take the lead, a run on a couple of hits. They leave a runner at second. 3 gone, and it's Lebanon 2, South 1 as we continue on KGAL.
Figaro's Pizza in Albany is celebrating spring with a large Mexican Fiesta Supreme. Now just $14.99, $15.99 baked. Smothered with beef, olives, onions, taco chips, and diced tomatoes. Laid over their picante bean sauce. Served with sour cream and jalapenos on the side. The Mexican Fiesta Supreme on sale now at the Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. Call 541-924-9303.
Farming is fun, especially when you have a tractor like the all-new Kubota Grand L40 from Lynn Benton Tractor. Choose from 8 new models, all with Kubota's powerful, fuel-efficient diesel engines and a choice of 3 productive transmissions, including the all-new innovative HST Plus. See how the Grand L40 can improve your acreage. Check one out at Lynn Benton Tractor's new location on McLean Street in Silverton, and as always along Highway 99E Tangent. Lynn Benton Tractor.
1580 KGAL.
Welcome back. Talking things over here.
Talking baseball, Ray.
Talking baseball. The thing to talk.
We've missed it, you know.
Number 16, David Franklin.
South to lead off here in the top of the 4th. Keep in mind that these are 7-inning games in high school. And the first pitch will be a strike to David Franklin, the second baseman, number 6 hitter for South, who's singled his first time up. That was in the 2nd inning. Stranded at first, pitch outside, ball 1. Jacob Rapay pitching his 4th inning. Has a 2-1 lead now, at a 1-0 lead. South tied it. And Lebanon got the lead back. South tied it in the top of the 3rd. Lebanon regained the lead in the bottom of the 3rd. Pitch outside, ball 2. Miguel Menoute, the right fielder, and Scott Acker, 2 and 3 batters in this inning, and Reese Fisher will be up next. Jacob, the right-hander, takes the sign from his brother, and the pitch is bounced fair down the right field line, just inside the first base bag, and not particularly hustling down the line, but a good job by Skylar Garber to cut that ball off in the right field. But David Franklin did not think he had enough time to get to second, but gets the base hit to lead off the inning. And let's see what South will do with Miguel Menoute.
Would not be surprised at all if they bunt, try to get him over.
I would think so. I would think we can bet on this. Chad Angel either has hives or is giving a signal down at 3rd. And let's keep an eye on the runner. It does not go, and the pitch swung on and foul back, swinging away, foul back.
We'll see. We'll see on this next pitch. That's the key. Maybe give the illusion that, hey, we're swinging away here. Get that third baseman to stay back. He's just right on the cut of the grass now.
Miguel was hit by a pitch in the 2nd inning. Throw to first, and the runner is back. David Franklin. Defensively again for Lebanon, Jacob Ryan, rather. He is at first. Dylan Williams at second, John Gaderos at short, Jared Marshall is the third baseman. Outfielder Riley Wessel in right, Kyle Christensen center, and Skylar Garber in right. Pitch is bunted in front of the plate. Luke Rapay will pick it up. Tough play, throws to first and gets him. Nice play by Luke. Had to make a 360-degree spin to get that ball as he was looking towards third base when he picked it up, but a heck of a throw.
It was a good bunt, actually. It split the pitcher and the catcher right in the middle there. Like you said, it took a great play from Rapay there to get him. But, like we suspected, they bunted him over.
Catcher, number 6.
We got one right, Ray.
And they did it successfully. Miguel Menoute with the good sacrifice, bunted down the third base line. Not too far in front of home plate, but a great throw by Luke Rapay.
Strong.
Strike.
Strong throw.
Boy, it was powerful, and a strike to the first baseman, Jacob Ryan. Here is a strike to Scott Acker, the catcher. 0-1 to him as the runner leads from second. South trying to get the tie back. They trail 2-1. Pitches in the dirt. Scott Acker grounded out to the second baseman. First time up. The young man, right-handed hitter who wears the number 6. Fouled away. Number 6 takes up most of his back.
Yes, it does, Ray.
I'd love to meet him. I mean, he really has the courage. He is small for a catcher, which usually is a sizable individual. The pitch is low and in the dirt. Count even again at 2-2.
He's more like a second baseman size. That second basemen are usually the smaller. But hey, if he can play catcher, let him do it, right?
2-2. low, and again off the glove. And Luke will throw down to the shortstop covering John Gaderos, but too late to get the runner. That's one thing we need to keep in mind, and seeing that reminds me of last season. We would often see Luke Rapay throw behind a runner, runners thinking that they've got a lot of time to get back. I mean, that ball got to second base.
Yes.
Gaderos covering very quickly. Pitch framed for strike 3, and Scott Acker is a strikeout victim. The second for Jacob Rapay. And so 2 outs with a runner at second.
Now batting center fielder.
Jacob was able to strand runners at second and third in the last inning. Got the last 2 batters. And here with a runner at second gets the second out, and Scott Acker, and Reese Fisher, the number 9 hitter, steps in, and he hits this one on one hop to the shortstop, John Gaderos. A good throw will get him, and he does. And the side is retired. And again, with a runner at second and 1 out, Jacob Rapay keeps that runner there without scoring. No runs, a hit, 1 left on, a runner left at second. We finished 3.5. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. It's Lebanon 2, South 1. Our first high school game of the season on KGAL.
Time to get growing. An Economy Supply Building Center can help. Get the nutrients your soil needs with EarthGrow Steer Manure Blend. Each cubic foot bag is now $1.39, and it's an Economy Supply special buy. Have moss? Then now's the time for Scott Super Turf Builder with Moss Control. You'll save $4 on each bag that covers 5,000 square feet. It is time to get growing, and you'll find all the great Scott's products to help you at Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street, Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
That's a fast break for the inning here. We're about to have one of the most beloved portions of the broadcast. I keep a scorecard that I saw years ago. I've never been able to find a book like it, but I like it because it has large rectangles for seeing clearly where the runners are, etc. I like the way that it's constructed, so I make copies of it. But it has to be done in 2 pages, one innings 1 through 4, and the others 5 through whatever extra innings. So it needs to be taped together. And we're about to have the first taping of the year, and I just wanted you to see. Last year it took like 3 months till I had the Scotch tape. I've got the 3 different holders of Scotch tape here this year.
If I'm correct, last year we went to the start of the American Legion season before we actually had the first taping, because
I think so.
We just never got the tape in the booth. But one of these days, I'm just gonna make a book of this for you somehow. I'm gonna make it for you, just so we don't have to tape it anymore.
The first pitch of the inning will be fouled back. So allow me. I got to bend back the one edge here of the
it's a process.
The first sheet. Whoops, that cuts off the name of the right fielder, Skylar Garber, if I do that.
Uh-oh.
And then put them together. And the pitch hits the batter. And the leadoff hitter here is out. And I will switch cards here. Just a moment.
Well, Riley Wessel was the batter who was hit.
Thank you, Riley Wessel, and still folding back the other page here. It's an involved action. Here we go. So Riley Wessel is hit by a pitch to lead off, and he will steal on the first pitch, and he'll have it made. No throw from Scott Acker on this one. And Lebanon will steal another base, 4th of the day.
Well, now Acker's not even throwing. You know, the first couple he threw, and he bounced it in there. The last 2, he hasn't even attempted to throw.
So a runner at second, and Jacob Rapay will try to get in the 3rd run here if he can. It's lined towards center, coming on, and diving and trapping the ball will be the center fielder David Franklin, who held the glove up as if he had caught it, but the umpire here from the pitchers just behind the pitcher's mound saw the same thing I did, that he had trapped the ball, and it would be a hit, and Chad Angel will come out and he'll discuss this one.
Apparently he didn't like that call.
Reese Fisher did hold the glove up, but the glove and the ball were at the ground at the same time. Really, when I would say that he trapped it, I really can't see. It's just that the ball and the glove were down on the ground at the same time, and it was backhanded. It was not that he dove and kept the glove underneath where you could see that he made the catch.
Right, it was a shoestring attempt at it.
Chad Angel will go back.
Now batting first baseman number 53.
So Jacob Rapay
Ryan.
is credited with the base hit to center. No advance, incidentally, by Riley Wessel because he had to wait to see if that ball was caught, and he's at second. So he stays at second. But you get the base hit, puts runners at first and second for Jacob Ryan, the first baseman.
Warriors can do some damage here. Here's a bunt.
Ryan will show abundance of beauty down the first base line. Picked up by the pitcher. Hall will throw to first for the out, but that one is a perfectly placed sacrifice bunt for Jacob Ryan. And the Warriors will have runners at second and third with one out. Put out 1-3 on the sacrifice bunt by Jacob Ryan, and Dylan Williams, the number 9 hitter. We'll see if he can really do some damage and drive in a couple of runs. Wessel at third, Jacob Rapay at second, one out for Dylan, right-handed hitter. Bottom of the fourth, Lebanon leading 2-1. They won the first game of the series yesterday. Breaking ball, nice one for a strike. Was it 16-2 yesterday? Was that the score? 16-2.
That's what I saw. It was 16-2. I don't know if that was right. I was not, at the game, but that's what I read. A one-sided victory.
Lebanon with the win yesterday. It shows bunt and does try to bunt it, and it was a tough one to bunt. He should have pulled back. It was really out of the strike zone, and it's fouled back. No balls and 2 strikes. 3 strikeouts on the day for Austin Hall. Dylan Williams grounded out his first time up. Looks at a curveball. He throws that nice curve. This is inside and it was off the glove of the catcher, but no advance ball. Does have a nice slow curve. And at the right-handed hitter, it seems like it's coming right at him like he's going to hit him, and it breaks back. When he's been able to get it to break enough across the strike zone, it really freezes the hitter. But that one a little low, as several of them have been. This one is swung on and missed. Strike 3 came with the fastball to strike out Dylan Williams and gets the second out of the inning and the 4th strikeout of the game.
Now batting shortstop number 29, John Guederos.
Back to the top of the order for the Warriors. See if they can get a clutch hit here. Get a couple RBIs. Extend that lead to 3.
That one just missed the outside corner. I would think it would be a pitch Austin Hall would want. It's ball 1 to John Guederos. John has flown out. He has singled, stolen a base.
Just beautiful.
Ooh, strike.
Looks like it's going to be a ball, and then it curves right over the heart of the plate.
John scored the go-ahead run in the last inning. Lebanon leads at 2-1, trying to get more here if they can. Swung on and missed, off speed, strike 2. Looking at the scores, the 3 scores against West Albany, all 3 games last week, at least 11 runs for West, 1 game with 20. Well, we might see multiple runs here today, but Austin Hall looks like a very good pitcher. He's got good breaking ball. There's a breaking ball that is low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to John Guederos. Runners at second and third. 2-1 lead for Lebanon, but trying to bring these 2 home. Guederos waits, and the pitch is swung on, and line drive to the third baseman. Not hit hard enough. Nice play by Travis Shagnon. The backhand that one, and the side is retired. So Lebanon gets a couple of runners aboard, and they give runners to second and third, but cannot bring them home. After 4, still 2-1, Lebanon with the lead. Lebanon 2, South 1. We will continue this afternoon at 1580 KGAL.
You will always get your money's worth, and the food is fresh, original, and tasty at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Open areas or cozy booths, you'll find Ixtapa's service superb and menu variety most excellent. Visit them for lunch or dinner, where the parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet. Are you part of an office group? Groups of 10 to 25 are always invited, and $3 drink specials are always offered. Enjoy Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant today at 25 North Main in Lebanon.
Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market has bargain prices now on a 3-pound bag of cuties, only $2.99. Save up to $2. Hamburger Helper, only 99 cents. 3 pounds of Harris Ranch 7327 ground beef chub, only $6.99. You save up to $7. Price good through the night. And 22-ounce Bubba Steak Bacon Wrapped Sirloin Fillets. In freezer, just $6.99. You save up to $3. Hurry, specials good while supplies last. Albany Grocery Outlet Bargain Market, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Across from the Heritage Mall with bargains on the brands you trust.
1580 KGAL.
Well, as beloved Coach Mike Riley of the beloved Oregon State Beavers might say, here's the deal through 4 innings. Lebanon with 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. They've left 5. And South with 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error, and they've left 5. Very even ball game, except for that 1-run advantage for Lebanon as we go to the top of the 5th. Again, keep in mind, 7-inning ball games intended for high school. So getting deep into the contest here. In the top of the 5th inning, Jacob Rapay tries to maintain the lead. And leading off is Trent Webb, their leadoff hitter for South, who takes ball 1. 0 for 2 on the day. Popped out and reached on a fielder's choice. Jacob into the delivery and will throw outside ball 2. Trent Webb is the left fielder. He leads off. Austin Hall, the pitcher, will be next here in the 5th, and Travis Shagnon, the shortstop. The 1, 2, 3 hitters in the lineup for South, and the pitch is swung on and whacked to right field. That's going to drop. Did he catch it? No, that one is trapped. The right fielder, Skylar Garber, held the glove up, but that one is similar to the ball that we saw in the bottom of the 4th inning. It dropped to the ground just as he dove for it, and the first base umpire with a good look at it says a base hit for Trent Webb.
Number 3, Austin Hall.
That's the 3rd straight inning that the South Albany Rebels have had the leadoff man aboard. So far, he hasn't been able to come around and score. We'll see if the bunt is in order again, Ray.
Austin Hall, the pitcher. One would think so. Down by a run. Top of the 5th inning. Runner leads. Not get a pretty big lead, and the pitch is outside. Ball 1 to Austin. Austin Hall grounded out, and he doubled in the 3rd inning. Throw to first. Runner is back. Lebanon with a run in the 2nd and 3rd, and South with a run in the 3rd inning. 2-1 Lebanon as Chad Angel again gives the signs to Austin Hall. The runner gets a bigger lead at this time. Sizable lead, does not go and shows bunt, pulls back and takes well outside and low, ball 2. A good battle, which I'm glad to see. I was a little bit afraid that we might really see multiple runs today. Especially as I mentioned earlier when we saw just 10 players listed for both teams. Each team with just 1 sub.
Yeah.
Pitch is popped in the air, and Luke Rapay will go back and grab it for the out.
Not a good bunt at all, Ray.
An attempt to bunt and bunted it just behind home plate quite high enough that Luke could quickly turn, look up without needing to take the mask off and make the play. He is a good catcher.
He is.
He plays American Legion baseball as well, a very solid player. Not an easy play. I mean, it's bunted back. You've got the mask on. You got to reach back and find that ball quickly, and he does it easily. Here's Travis Shagnon, and the throw to first. Runner stays there. Would you bunt now with 1 out already?
Well, you know, they bunted with runners on the corners and 1 out earlier in the game, and I didn't know why. But this is your 3-hole hitter. You know, he's in there for a reason. He's probably one of the better hitters. I'd let him swing away here.
Travis Shagnon, but you have the cleanup hitter. You'd like to get him. There go. Here's Luke Rapay's throw down to second, and he is out at second base. Good throw by Luke. Waited to see whether the second baseman, Dylan Williams, covering it, held on to the ball, and he did. Right there, Luke Rapay put the ball right where the sliding runner, Trent Webb, was coming into second. Dylan Williams applied the tag, held on to the ball, and there are 2 gone. Well, we don't have to worry about sacrifice bunt now, I would think, unless they're confused. Pitch is swung on and fouled back, strike 2. Just talking and giving great credit to Luke Rapay. That was a heck of a throw.
Yeah.
Right there at the bag. Right where the glove was. The ball came to the glove at the same time the runner was sliding in, and tag applied, and the runner was out. Pitch is fouled away on an outside pitch. Travis Shagnon reaching out and fouling it away. Still 0-2. Ryan Brown, the cleanup hitter, would be next, which is why I thought they might bunt.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I suppose I wouldn't have been surprised because they seem to be putting their eggs in one basket. Well, if we can get runners in scoring position, we'll still have one chance to get them in, it seems like.
That pitch misses, but it was Ryan Brown, the cleanup hitter, who with runners at first and third, bunted without the runner at third trying to break. So they thought maybe they could catch everybody off guard, that the cleanup hitter would be bunting. Pitch swung on and fouled. I thought it swung on and missed, but it is a foul ball. Top of the 5th inning. 2-1 Lebanon. Base is now empty. Jacob had a 1-2-3 inning in the first, but has not been able to get the side 1-2-3. Here's a bouncer on one hop to the second baseman, Dylan Williams, who will throw out the batter, Shagnon, and he does get the 1-2-3 inning, although he gave up the base hit. Credit the throw out at second base by catcher Luke Rapay on the attempted steal by Trent Webb, and Jacob does retire the side in order. No runs, no hits, no errors after 4.5. It's 2-1 Lebanon. Lebanon coming to bat on KGAL.
The Really Big Spring event is happening now at Power Honda in Albany. Check out the all-new 2013 Accord and find out why it is the winner of the USA Today Motor Week Midsize Sedan Shootout. During this month of April, you can take advantage of 1.9% financing for 60 months on the all-new Accord.
Financing subject to approved credit.
Visit Power Honda online at mypowerhonda.com or stop by Power Honda in Albany today, just east of I-5 on Santiam Highway, your Honda Superstore.
Financing subject to approved credit.
Serving Albany and the Willamette Valley for 37 years. Hi, this is Dean Stavros for Stavros Auto Services. The Auto Doctors is the mechanic side of our business and will give you a written lifetime warranty on all work they perform. Jason and I are proud of Jeff, our service manager, and his trained mechanical technicians. Brakes, tune-ups, or any other maintenance your auto may need, Jeff and his team are ready to help. Stavros Auto Services. Same people, same commitment to excellence. You've got our name on it. Find us at packautobody.com.
If your washer, dryer, stove, or fridge are stone cold dead, then who are you going to call? Like New Appliance at 541-259 at 1131, of course. You see, Like New Appliance is a Mid-Valley's premier recycler, creating like new appliances from your abandoned, lifeless metal rejects. Do your recycling part. Ask for a free discarded appliance pickup today by calling 259 at 1131. That's 541-259 at 1131 for Like New Appliance.
1580 KGAL.
Bottom of the 5th inning with Lebanon leading 2-1. They'll try to extend the lead here if they can. They had a couple of runners on scoring position last inning, couldn't do it. Leading off is Jared Marshall, and the count to Jared will be 1-1 strike. Jared Marshall, Luke Rapay, Austin Lopez here in the bottom of the 5th. Faced Austin Hall, who has pitched very well for South. There's the breaking ball, is swung on and missed. Jared Marshall grounded to the shortstop his first time up, singled, stole a base, and with his single, drove in a run in the third. That was the go-ahead run that gave Lebanon their 2-1 lead. That's still where it stands. Pitch in the dirt. One happy baseball camper here, doing baseball again, and Scott with his smartphone, which I hate the fact that phones are so smart. I hate to have something in my pocket that's so much more brilliant than I am. Phone will be doing the play-by-play if I keep stuff up like earlier. But he just showed me the Red Sox lead 6-0 over those Yankees. 3 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count to Jared Marshall, lead off here in the bottom of the 5th as Austin Hall throws, and it is lined towards center. Reese Fisher has a beat on it and puts it away. Just a few steps to his left for a hard hit ball by Jared Marshall, but 1 out. And here's Luke Rapay, the catcher. 3rd inning. I don't know who the starting pitcher is for the Red Sox today. Clay Buchholz?
Yeah, it was Buchholz.
Yeah.
I don't know who was starting for New York, but I can guarantee they're not in there anymore.
Whitey Ford, I think. They've had to go back. The pitch is in the dirt. The Yankees have just had an unbelievable time of it.
So he couldn't be much worse. I mean,
everybody and their cousin on the DL, and they let Nick Swisher go. They let Russell Martin go. He's in Pittsburgh. Swisher is in Cleveland. 1-0 pitch is swung on and line foul.
Ibanez, he hit 20 home runs for him. He's with the Mariners now. Ibanez
is gone. Curtis Granderson's on the DL. Derek Jeter's on the DL. Alex Rodriguez, Mark Teixeira, almost the whole infield. The pitch is swung on and missed. Ball and 2 strikes to Luke. Luke is not connected with one yet today. Did double to right center, hit that one well, rolled to the wall. Has not really hit a shot that you can see the power come off his bat. Swings and misses on this one in the dirt. The catcher, Acker, will pick it up, will throw to first, throws wide, and the ball gets away from the first baseman. And safe at first will be Luke Rapay. You hate to see that for a pitcher as he records the strikeout, and not just a strikeout, but against a very good hitter in Luke Rapay. But David Acker threw that one and did not throw it well, and threw it towards the dugout side of first base. And Brian Kelly tried to keep his foot on the bag to make the play, but couldn't do it. The ball went off his glove, and the Rapay is safe on a throwing error by the catcher.
And there goes the runner.
And he will steal second on the first pitch. The ball, not a chance for David Acker that time. The ball was in the dirt and he had to block it. But Luke Rapay steals on the first. Is that 5? I would say. I think I said 4 last time. I'd have to go back and count up.
3. I have 4.
4?
5. There we go. 5. Yep.
All right. Austin Lopez is the young man with the 1-0 count, a runner on second. And he looks, well, breaking ball maybe didn't, I don't know if that was his breaking ball. Did not break as much as we've seen some others, but inside, out of the strike zone ball too. Austin lined out his first time up to center, and a foul pop to the first baseman, Brian Kelly, 0 for 2. This one, that is the breaking ball, again low. He's got a good break on that, but a lot of times it has come in just a little bit low and still inside.
Yes.
To the right-handed hitter, not quite breaking enough to get back over the plate, but when it does, it's been effective. 3 balls and no strikes. Well ahead in the count. Would he swing or take all the way on 3-0? And he looks at a strike.
Well, I would hope he would take all the way. He's been a little shaky in this at-bat. 3 straight balls. Make him throw you a strike.
Austin Hall peers into his catcher, Scott Acker, for a sign. Checks the runner at second. There he goes. The pitch is low for ball 4, and the runner will steal third. David did not look like he had any intent to throw down to third base even when he got the ball, and able to slow up on his way to third, knowing no throw was coming. Luke Rapay. Runners at the corners at first and third. And I will put money on a steal here, certainly with runners at first and third, Kyle Christensen.
I would think so. And I would say there's going to be no throw either.
And there is the first time we've seen that this year. They'll look to third, and then they look back to first to see if you can fool the runner there, but neither runner moves.
Isn't there a rule about that in majors now? That you can't do that?
There goes the runner outside with stolen. The pitch is outside, stolen base number 6. That you can't do. I don't know. I certainly haven't heard that. You can't do that? You can't.
I thought that there was some sort of rule about that where you couldn't fake to third and, do the double fake anymore.
Really?
Yeah. Something about it was deceiving.
Why would they do that?
I don't remember. I'd have to look into it again. But
I can understand why they would do that. I mean, they use that as a little ploy, and maybe you catch somebody that way.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pitch is fouled away.
I'll look it up between innings with my phone here, Ray.
Oh,
I know you'll like that.
Stupid smartphone. 1 ball, 1 strike. My wife has a smartphone, and I resent the fact that she keeps looking at the phone now rather than asking me.
Uh-oh.
It hurts me. I mean, I haven't given her a correct answer on anything, trivia in years, but still, if she'd ask me, I'd feel so good. 1-1, there's that breaking ball, strike 2.
Yeah. You at least give it a good effort, even if you don't get it right.
Right. Then, go to the smartphone in private and correct what I've told her about, some movie star or something.
Yes.
But at least ask me. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runners at second and third for the Warriors. A 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball. Swung on. He did not get a piece of it. It swung on and missed. He will take first as the ball gets away from the catcher, David Acker. It was an inside pitch. It was not a good pitch, but he swung and missed. Acker, with a swing of the bat, not able to handle the pitch, goes to the backstop. And it will be the strikeout was recorded, but the ball, give him a wild pitch on that, or it's just a pass ball?
I'd give him a wild pitch.
Yeah, the ball.
Score it, you got to go KE2.
Yeah. A wild pitch because the ball was in the dirt, allows a run to score, make it 3-2, allows the runner to go to third. And there goes the runner from first who will steal. Whoa. That's Kyle Christensen on his way to second. The wild pitch allows him to reach despite the fact that he struck out. So the run scored, that was Luke Rapay scored. Austin Lopez went to third. And now standing on second after the steal is Kyle Christensen, and Riley Wessel takes ball 2.
Well, and unfortunately for the pitcher Hall, he has 2 strikeouts in the inning, but he only has 1 out on the board.
So that's the 7th stolen base. 3 runners reaching in succession and each of them stealing, and the pitch will be inside, ball 3. We have not seen the inning that I was talking to Scott in between. You usually see these innings where the scorecard goes bananas.
Yeah, this could be it.
Pitch is outside and way outside for ball 4, and Austin suddenly maybe appears a little bit shaken by what has developed here. Runners stealing, unable to throw them out. Gets a strikeout, albeit it was. What was that, Rich?
I forgot to put the game into score up.
Oh. 3-1. And they'll have a conversation out on the mound here with Jacob Rapay. A reminder from Independent Auto Works, everything Volkswagen. If you have a Volkswagen that needs some work done, no matter what it may be, parts, service, whatever model, whatever year, Independent Auto Works on 13th near campus. Everything Volkswagen.
We are having a pitching change, Ray.
First one of the year. And we'll also remind you about Lynn Benton Community College. Get started, get finished, save a bundle. You needn't go broke on college. Make an appointment with one of their counselors. Stop by. Get ready to start the next term at Lynn Benton Community College. They're right here in Lebanon. Also the main campus, of course, in Albany, Sweet Home, and Corvallis, LBCC.
Ryan Brown is the new pitcher. He was the third baseman. Takes over on the mound. And let's see, Hall went out somewhere. This is the fun part, Ray, where we have to decide where all the players go that we don't know who they are.
Don't know. But
he went out somewhere. I saw him head towards, I'm not sure. Maybe he ended up in the...
I didn't watch where Austin Hall went, but
it
we'll
looked
look
like
for
he was heading second or short. Okay, yeah, it looks like shortstop is where Hall is now.
3 is the second baseman. Let's see if he will turn around. Ryan Brown. No, that's number 24.
Okay, no, Hall. Yeah, Hall is number 3. He's at second base now. Brown is pitching. Who's at third?
I don't know what I was doing.
Who's on third?
I don't know what I was doing before the game, but I had, the position, the numbers wrong for the players, trying to fill in the scorecard quickly.
Jeez.
Austin Hall is number 3. He will be at second. Ryan Brown.
David Franklin moves.
Say Franklin must be on third. Yeah, Franklin's on third there.
All right.
So we got the old pitcher to second, second to third, third to pitcher. Little switcheroo there.
David Franklin. And there's Austin Hall. And here is the first pitch from Ryan Brown, which will be ball 1.
Now batting pitcher number 15, Jake Rapay.
Riley Wessel got the base on balls. The bases are loaded for Jacob Rapay, who will take strike 1 after the first pitch missed from Ryan Brown. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jacob has struck out, and he singled in the 4th inning. Lebanon with a 3-1 lead, 1 run home, but they could really break it open in this inning here with the bases loaded and 1 out. Pitches outside from Ryan Brown. You would have to guess, looking at the 4 league games that South has played and the fact that they have not allowed less than 11 runs at the bullpen is less than stellar. High fly ball to center field should be handled by the center fielder. Reese Fisher it is. The runner will come in. The throw cut off and the throw down to third. Did they get him? And he is out at third.
But the run
So they get the double
score.
play, but the run scores because it's scored ahead of the putout. As long as the runner crosses home plate before the final out is recorded, it counts. So coming home to score is Austin Lopez. But South, I think, has to feel good about the fact that they only give up 2 runs in the inning and had the looks of maybe a truly multiple run inning. Jacob Rapé is out on a fly ball to center. And trying to take third, Kyle Christensen is out. And the putout went from Reese Fisher to Austin Hall to the third baseman, David Franklin, for the final out of the inning. In the inning, a couple of runs and no hits.
No hits.
No hits.
We had a couple walks and those strikeouts that the catcher couldn't handle.
And 1 left on, so we have finished 5 innings. And Lebanon adds to their lead. 4-1 Lebanon will go to the top of the 6th. Baseball continues on KGAL.
When it comes to the most experience, best warranty, best fuel economy, and best service, Mark Thomas Motors is the best. The last standing, locally 4th-generation family-owned new car dealer in Albany, with 3 locations featuring GMC Buick, Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and Hyundai's North American Car of the Year, Elantra, and the new Veloster and Sonata. Support your community by buying your new or certified pre-owned car or truck now at Mark Thomas Motors, Santiam Highway in Albany. Shop online at markthomasmotors.com.
Mark Thomas Motors, why pay more?
The mission of this quality Mid-Valley builder is treat every job like it's our only job, no matter how big or small. And we don't stop until our customer is 100% satisfied 100% of the time. Now Builders has stuck to this business plan since their beginning in 1992. They welcome commercial and residential jobs, big or small, it doesn't matter at Now Builders. See their list of referrals online at nowbuilders.com or call 541-926-2858.
1580 KGAL.
Well, Jacob Rapé will rest for the remainder of the day, or we'll see where he is if he's somewhere staying in the ballgame.
He's at third.
Jacob will go to third. And Jared Marshall. Where will he go? Well, we'll straighten this out.
Pitcher. He's pitching.
Is he coming in?
Yeah, this was an easy swap.
Pitcher number 9, Ryan Brown.
Ryan Brown will lead off. We know that. As he takes the ball on the outside corner. So Jared Marshall is the new pitcher for Jacob Rapé, who goes 5 innings, allows just the 1 run, and will try to get the win today as Lebanon leads at 4-1. Swung on and missed, and pitch from Jared. Struck out a couple of batters, walked a batter, and leaves. Pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. So Ryan Brown, a strikeout victim. Jared Marshall comes in and strikes out the first batter. 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Now batting first baseman number 19, Brian Kelly.
Brian Kelly has flown out and he has struck out facing Jacob Rapé, and he takes a strike. And Jared Marshall does what you expect most of the relief pitchers to do. He throws hard.
Yes, that's what you want. Power arms out of the bullpen.
He will continue to come with that fastball, and it's fouled away. Strike 2. Brian Kelly, David Franklin will follow for Jared Marshall. No balls and 2 strikes. 1 out, top of the 6th, 4-1 Lebanon. Both teams with 5 hits. Lebanon with 2 runs and no hits in the last inning. Pitch bounces in the dirt. As Jacob Rapé, in his 5 innings, gives up the 5 hits, allows just the 1 run, struck out a couple, walked 1. Pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that was the fastball. It's a good combination with Jacob, who was very effective but did not really throw that hard.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden now you get Jared Marshall coming in and completely changing the speed that the batters have been accustomed to on the pitches from Jacob Rapay. And Jared is just throwing this one off speed.
Well, you gotta keep him
the minute I mention he's going to throw off speed.
Yeah, that would happen.
You should not give these kids transistors so they can listen and, and make a fool of the analysis that I offer. Bounced right back to Jared on one hop. Jared will throw to first, and he quickly has 2 outs here in relief in the 6th inning.
That's 3, Ray. That's three.
That's 3. What did I do with it? Where was
two strikeouts?
Oh, that's right. He got the. I didn't record the second strikeout. David Franklin is the batter. He is the 3rd out. So a couple of strikeouts and a bounce right back to Jared Marshall. A very effective minimum pitch inning for Jared. 3 up, 3 down. Second time in the ballgame Lebanon's been able to do that. We finished 5.5. It's 4-1 Lebanon, and we will be back on KGAL.
Eye-popping graphics on premium fabrics. That's what you'll wear from Northwest Apparel and Graphics. Businesses like Albany's Furniture and Beds, Buckmaster Plumbing, and Rhodes Warden have trusted Northwest Apparel and Graphics for their new appearance. Now you can too, and for a lot less than you'd expect. From vinyl signs and proverbs to screen printing and custom embroidery, Northwest Apparel and Graphics can do it all. No minimum orders for home or business. Look for their new showroom just south of the Kuhn Theater on South Main Street. Northwest Apparel and Graphics.
Albany Burgerville is celebrating 50 years of serving customers fresh, great-tasting food with a mission to serve with love. Enjoy the Albany Burgerville Tillamook Cheeseburger quarter-pound country natural beef patty with Tillamook cheddar and fries, complemented with a real fresh ice cream milkshake. Pick up a Burgerville card now. It's reward cash for every dollar spent. See store for details. Albany Burgerville is the proud sponsor of West Albany Bulldogs and Lebanon Warriors High School Sports live broadcast on KGAL K-Show Radio.
1580 KGAL.
Well, Jared Marshall, very effective to say the least in his inning in the top of the 6th. Faces 3, retires them all, strikes out 2 of the 3. Just a handful of pitches to retire South, and he will go to the 7th with at least a 4-1 lead to try to secure a win for Lebanon, the second of a 3-game series. Lebanon won the first yesterday 16-2. Ryan Brown in his second inning of relief. Throwing to Jacob Ryan here as a 1-ball, no-strike count to Jacob leading off bottom of the 6th. Jacob Ryan, Dylan Williams, 8 and 9 hitters in the order for Lebanon, and John Gaderos for the Warriors in the 6th. Ball 2.
I had that as a 9-pitch inning for Marshall.
He's going in for Williams.
Chance to Witt. So the pitch is a strike, they call on the outside corner. Certainly gave him a wide corner there. Chance DeWitt, who is the only other player listed for Lebanon today. Both teams with just 10 players listed. That's a bit unusual. Chance DeWitt will come in for Dylan Williams, so he will bat next in this inning. High fly ball. Foul territory. First baseman will give chase, and it will be over the fence. For Jacob Ryan. Jacob singled and drove in a run, the first run for Lebanon in the 2nd inning, and sacrificed successfully in the 4th. So as we go to the 6th inning, he's actually just 1 for 1 on the day. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Nice afternoon. A little disappointing in that it's not the beautiful sunny day that we told everyone we would get today. Pitch misses. And a full count to the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 6th. And I am disappointed because tomorrow the rain is supposed to take over for several days.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
And they had said 70, maybe 75 for a high today. Now it's comfortable, but a little chilly. I mean, everybody's still with, a jacket. Pitches line, base hit. Base hit to right field. So Jacob Ryan is on. 6th hit for the Warriors on the day. And here is Chance DeWitt, his first at bat of the day. 7 stolen bases, including 3 in the last inning. We'll get a pinch runner coming in.
Number 4.
Whoa. There is an 11th player today. They did not list him on the roster, number 4.
A hidden 11th player.
A ringer, maybe.
Maybe.
Some quick kid that showed up in the crowd.
Yeah. Hey.
Grabbed a uniform.
Get this man a uniform over here. That's what it was saying.
Don't know who that is on first, but there are 7 steals in the day, and that's what he's supposed to do. There he goes on the first pitch. The pitch is a fastball inside, and the 8th stolen base of the day.
I'm not sure, but that was a great jump by whoever that was.
I don't care.
He was halfway to second before the pitcher even started his motion.
Well, that certainly has to be a good part of the reason why teams, in this case, really just 2 so far, West in their 3-game sweep of South and now Lebanon in their 2nd game of this 3-game series, have been able to put up a lot of runs when you can get 8 runners easily, really uncontested, to go down to second base if they reach first.
Yeah.
You get a runner on first, and he will go to second with any speed at all. The pitch is bunted foul.
Number 4 is Tate Lay.
Tate Lay?
Tate Lay.
Tate Lay. Tate Lay is the young man who has come in to run for Jacob Ryan, who singled to lead off this inning, and it is he who stands at second base with nobody out, and it is Chance DeWitt with his first chance at bat today, and a chance to drive in a run.
Yes.
You can't get that kind of clever stuff from a smartphone. I don't care what you do.
No, that was very witty, Ray. I love it.
1-1 in the dirt. Nice block by David Acker. Good job.
If I get one of those a broadcast, I will be happy for the rest of this year.
Two balls and a strike. Ryan Brown throws. Fastball is a strike. Gave him the corner on that one.
Cheese.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Rich Slavinsky, a homer, running the scoreboard today, says he's not that tall. Pitch is high. He's not that tall. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Chance DeWitt. Full count to Jacob Ryan, who singled to lead off the inning. Tate Lay came in to pinch run, stole second, and that's where he stands. Nobody out, and the 3-2 pitch to Chance is swung on and missed and retired. Ryan Brown, as his counterpart, Jared Marshall for the Warriors, throwing hard. And gets the strikeout on a fastball there.
Shortstop number 29, John Guederos.
Back to the top of the order for the Warriors. Guederos.
It was an initial strikeout for Ryan. Here's John, who looks at a pitch outside, ball 1. David Acker has done a good job of being really lively behind the plate.
Yeah.
Ryan Brown, a little more inconsistent with his pitches than his predecessor, Austin Hall, and Hacker has done a good job of staying with it, keeping those balls from going to the backstop. This one in the dirt, and again he blocks it outside and low, but he makes the block. Runner stays put at second. Ball 2.
There's been a large number of balls that have been in the dirt today by both pitchers for South.
John Guederos looking for his second hit. Flew out to left, singled, and scored, and stole a base in the 3rd, and he lined out, pitches a strike, swung on a miss, 2-1. Jared Marshall, who came on in relief of Jacob Rapay, is next. 4-1 Lebanon, trying to add to it here in the bottom of the 6th. Pitch misses outside, well outside and high. Been missing in different places. He's keeping David Acker very alert and alive behind the plate. 3-1 the count. 1 out. Runner leads at second. The pitch, 3-1, is high, maybe outside, ball 4. John Guederos walks. Runners at first and second with 1 out, and Jared Marshall, who was grounded out, singled, stolen a base.
There's a shock. Ray, I think you and I are the only people that haven't stolen a base today.
I want to get on to see if I could make it to second.
I think you could, Ray. I think you got
it
this.
It would be a thrill. My heart would be pounding when I took off.
Well,
strike on the outside corner to Jared. Jared is grounded out. He has singled, drove in a run, and stolen a base, and he has flown out. He's 1 for 3 on the day. Behind in the count here, 0-1, but runners lead first and second. Tall young man. Pitch is in the dirt. And I'm telling you, Scott Acker's doing a good job of wherever that pitch is. If it's low and in the dirt, getting in front of it. If it's high, getting up quickly. Because if it's too high, it'll go right over his head. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ryan Brown looks out to second, kicks, and he throws. Swung on and missed. 1-2. Luke Rapay is on deck. Dangerous part of the order for the Warriors. Again, keep in mind, games are only 7 innings of length, so the Warriors in the top of the 7th could close things out and try to add to that 3-run lead here. Gives themselves some insurance. There's a base hit to left field. Solid base hit. They will bring the runner home from second. That is Lay, who will score, and there will be runners at first and second. And Jared Marshall has his second RBI single of the day and stands at first. 5-1 Warriors.
Well, you can never have too many runs, Ray. It's nice to get a couple of insurance runs here in the bottom of the 6th. Would like to see him get 1 or 2 more even.
Tate Lay scores the run, but credit it to Jacob Ryan. It was he who got the base hit to lead off the inning, but Tate Lay pinch running for him, stole second, scores on the single. Runners at first and second for Luke Rapay, and Ryan Brown throws fastball low, and this time they will steal third. First time today we've seen that. 9th steal of the day. Stealing third is John Guederos, but he is the leadoff batter, and you would assume he's got the speed.
Yeah. I was wondering if they would have potentially had a double steal there, but they chose to only steal third.
That was a stifled sneeze. They'll send the runner from first with first base, second base open, and the ball will be a wild pitch over the head of the catcher.
He's going
Throw
to
down
third.
to third, taking his time. Holy cow, he steals. Takes third on the wild pitch.
Okay.
He's almost unbelievable. Jared Marshall was just walking to third, and the throw was coming, but David Acker, and I don't mean to demean David in any way. I give him credit for catching the toughest position on the field, but he does not have a strong arm, and the throw was slow. Jared Marshall was basically walking the last steps into third.
He was. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't expect a throw to happen.
So the runner, John Guederos, he comes home. Jared Marshall, can we give him? He had a stolen base. You know, I don't know. Can we give him the stolen base?
I would.
Stolen base. He picked up third on the wild.
On the wild pitch, right? I wasn't sure if I don't recall whether you'd have to rule that both because the ball went to the backstop and the catcher was not able to make a throw. Whether you'd have to rule the wild pitch all the way, but he had the second base stolen clearly, and that's a scorekeeper's decision. And there was no way Acker would have thrown him out. He was, by the time the ball got to home plate, he could have been at third if third base were not occupied. And we'll have a discussion on the mound. A couple of runs home in this inning, and the Warriors have given themselves a big cushion going to the top of the 7th inning, 6-1. Jacob Ryan leads off with a base hit. Tate Lay pinch runs for him. He steals the base. Chance DeWitt strikes out for the first out. John Guederos
new pitcher.
Walks, and we will have a third pitcher for South.
Okay, Kelly goes to pitch.
Oh, here we go again.
Franklin's going to first.
So how many stolen bases in the inning here? There are 3.
Yes.
So far, 3 stolen bases in the inning, and I've did I say 9 for the final count, or was it 10?
9, 10. I have 10.
It is 10 now, yeah. 7 before the inning. 3 stolen bases, a couple of hits, a couple of runs.
Franklin moves over to play first base.
David Franklin now at first. I don't know. We'll make all of those changes. So David has gone from second to third and now to first. And who's on third?
Ryan Brown goes back to third.
So Ryan Brown, who was the starting third baseman, of course, as he leaves the pitcher's mound, goes to third. And Chad Angel will take a look at his new pitcher here. And that's Brian Kelly. Chad watching his delivery. See, Brian Kelly is a big youngster.
I remember him from the basketball team, Ray. He played for South. I remember because of the beard. Not too many high school students have the beard like that, and he was, like he said, he's a bigger player. First baseman, he's a good target. Obviously, he's one of the relief pitchers. Maybe not, maybe because of the lack of pitching depth they have, but he's going to give it a go here.
I would make that point again that this is their 5th league game. They have not allowed less than 11 runs, and I would think once you get deep into the bullpen, there are problems, and we'll see how Brian Kelly does.
I would think so. Doesn't look like he throws it very hard. He's kind of got a sort of a soft toss to the plate on his delivery.
So runners at first and third is Jared Marshall. At third, Luke Rapay at first, and here's Austin Lopez. And, of course, they send the runner from first on the first pitch. And it's Luke Rapay who steals the 11th base of the day. Certainly, by far, it's the most stolen bases we've ever seen by a team, be it high school or American Legion broadcast. Not even close. I wouldn't be able to guess, but 11 far exceeds any number we've ever seen a team steal. Base hit to center field. 1 run will score. Luke Rapay will score from second as the throw comes on. And with a base hit and 2 RBIs, Austin Lopez, one would think, has clinched this game with 2 RBIs to give Lebanon an 8-1 lead and 4 runs home in the inning. Runner at first, 1 out for Kyle Christensen.
Well, they got a 7-run lead, and South Albany had only scored 7 runs the whole year coming in. So I have to think that, that gives them a pretty decent-sized cushion.
The pitch is a strike, and not stealing second. What's wrong with him?
I don't know.
Shouldn't say that. But Luke Rapay at first. And does not go, and the pitch is in the dirt. It will be a wild pitch, and taking second on that will be Austin Lopez. Luke Rapay had scored. Austin Lopez, the youngster at first, takes second on the wild pitch. And the count will be a ball and a strike to Kyle Christensen. Kyle reached on an error, grounded out, and struck out, reached on a wild pitch on the strikeout. Ball hit towards the shortstop, who will bobble it, and everyone will be safe, and it is another error charged to South, and suddenly they're really coming undone in the latter innings here. This could wind up to be a very big inning.
Tough break there for Shagnon at short. It looked like the runner, Lopez, was running right in the way, and he lost the ball there as their paths crossed. But tough break.
Runner goes from first. Pitch gets away from David Acker, but he had second base stolen anyway, and the scorekeeper's decision, give him the stolen base, unquestionably. No? Just a pass ball? All right, be tough.
He had it, but you got to give it to him.
Be tough, he says.
Pitch will miss. Ball 2. Riley Wessel is the hitter. But we had determined earlier on that pitch that was the wild pitch that the runner had stolen.
Just because I felt beat.
Rich says that's just the way I feel. All right. Pitch is in the dirt. Ball 3.
The best thing about being the official scorer, you could feel what way you want. You're official here.
Because I said at that time I wasn't sure if you can give him a stolen base when it winds up a wild pitch. 3-0 is swung on and fouled into the catcher's glove. I'm not sure if he missed it. Sounded like he got a piece of it. Am I wrong? But it winds up in David Acker's glove. Strike 1, 3-1.
The 3-0 green light.
Riley Wessel is the youngster at bat. Struck out, hit by a pitch and walk. 3-1 is swung on and missed. Strike 2.
All right.
1-2. So Kyle Christensen, I didn't mention who stole second. Kyle Christensen stole second. I've lost the number again. I don't remember. Now it's gotten out of hand in this inning. Pitch is swung on and grounded by the third baseman into left field. A run will score. A couple of runs are going to score. on his way to second. Here comes the throw to second. Will go into center field, and things are really getting careless now. And on his way to third.
He's going to score.
And he will come around to score as the
no, they stopped him.
All right, I took your word for it.
Well, they were giving him the big wave, and then he put the brakes on.
Yeah,
probably a good idea.
Maybe really out of courtesy, not to just rub things in at this point to stay at third. So Riley Wessel is the young man who winds up at third. It's a base hit, but not a good play by Ryan Brown, who didn't really get the glove down, but it's a hard hit. It is a base hit for Riley. And the throwing error allows him to go all the way to third. Pitch is swung on and slowly hit. It's going to be a tough play. Brown does not have great speed at third, and by the time he picks it up, Jacob Rapay is safe at first. He will get the base hit. Scoring on that single by Wessel, Austin Lopez came home. Kyle Christensen came home. That made it 10.
It's now 11.
Yeah, 11 as Riley Wessel was the young man who wound up at third and finishing who it is here. Riley scores from third as he wound up on third on the base hit and the resultant error. And then Jacob Rapay drives him in and winds up on first. And it is 11-1. So South has still not relinquished less than 11 runs in their ball game. I better check that. I think that is the case. Yes. The first two games against West, they allowed 11 runs, 22. I said 20, 22 in the third game. Slowly hit again, a tough one. Picked up by the pitcher, comes off the mound and throws out the runner at first and got the out for the second out of the inning. Advancing to second is Jacob Rapay, and that was Jacob Ryan, who is the 10th batter of the inning.
That was actually Tate Lay who came in to pinch run earlier in the inning for him.
Oh, for Tate Lay, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Jacob got the base hit to lead off the inning, and then Tate Lay came in to run for him, so he was the batter hitting in that position. And Chance DeWitt.
Yeah, Chance, who was
the hitter.
The first out of the inning, he struck out. And then after
that was a strike.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
Pitches low and in the dirt, ball one.
Yeah, and the next 8 after that got on for the Warriors. You know, we were just talking about this in between innings, about the crazy innings that happen in high school and American Legion, and we hadn't seen one yet today. Well, we got one here, didn't we, Ray?
So Jacob Rapay took second on that ground out. He stands at second, and the pitch is inside. 2 balls and a strike now to Chance DeWitt. 2 outs, runner at second, 11-1, 7 runs home in this inning, and Chance DeWitt is the 11th batter in the inning, and he swings, got a piece of it, and stays. Well, it was strike 2. And say stays alive, but that was strike 2. Count even at 2-2. On deck would be John Guederos. If Tate can keep this inning going, Brian Kelly looks in for a sign from David Acker, and too much time, and the batter Tate will step out. On Friday, we'll go to Corvallis for what I would think would be an interesting game between two teams always vying for first. That will be Corvallis and West. Swung on and missed, strike 3, and Brian Kelly gets the strikeout to end a tough inning in which Lebanon gets 7 runs on 4 hits, a couple of errors, a couple of wild pitches, 232 stolen bases.
Yeah.
And the big thing, 7 runs. We will go to the top of the 7th, and that could be the end of the ball game. Lebanon with a 10-run cushion. It's Lebanon 11, South 1. We'll be back on KGAL.
Wilson Motors in Corvallis is showcasing the arrival of the new 2014 Jeep Grand Cherokee, the 2014 Jeep Patriot, and the 2013 Motor Trend Truck of the Year, the Ram 1500. Wilson Motors is where you'll find this area's best selection, best prices, and happy customers. Come see the notable difference during the showcase event going on now at Wilson Motors. Make your best deal today at Wilson Motors Chrysler Jeep Dodge Ram, 5th and Buchanan in Corvallis, and online at saveatwilson.com.
Figaro's Pizza in Albany is celebrating spring with a large Mexican Fiesta Supreme, now just $14.99, $15.99 baked, smothered with beef, olives, onions, taco chips, and diced tomatoes, laid over their picante bean sauce, served with sour cream and jalapenos on the side. The Mexican Fiesta Supreme on sale now at the Albany Figaro's in front of Fred Meyer. Call 541-924-9303.
1580 KGAL.
Well, let's see if Jared Marshall can close things down quickly here in the 7th inning. His team up now by 10 runs. It was a tight ball game all the way through. 1-0 Lebanon in the 2nd. South tied it in the top of the 3rd. Lebanon took the lead in the bottom of the 3rd, 2-1, and stood that way until the 5th. Lebanon got 2 runs home to lead 4-1 and 7 in the 6th. They lead at 11-1 here, and the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2 after fouling back the first pitch. Miguel Manute quickly in the hole, 0-2 against Jared Marshall, who will come with a fastball, I would think. That's what he throws. Maybe a curve on that one, and the pitch is fouled down the third baseline. Was a curve. Miguel Manute was hit by a pitch by starting pitcher Jacob Rapé, who went 5 very effective innings. Gave up 4 hits, just a run. He struck out a couple, walked 1. Hit by a pitch and sacrificed his only other time up. Pitch misses. Miguel, then Scott Acker and Reese Fisher. 7, 8, and 9 in the order for South here to finish, perhaps finish up the ball game here in the 7th inning. Swung on and missed, strike 3 in the dirt though, and the catcher Luke Rapé, who can throw unerringly to first, does so to record the put out. 1 out. Jared Marshall with 3 strikeouts in the ball game has faced 4 batters.
Now batting catcher.
Kind of relief that you look for.
Yeah, that's can't do much better, can you, Ray?
Here's Scott Acker, who as the catcher has just had a tough day. Pitch outside, ball 1, and you know that the young man is going to face that throughout the season with a pitching staff that does give up multiple runners.
Yeah.
Strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. He is the catcher if you're just joining us. And I went bananas, went brain dead in that inning. I think it's 13. I may be wrong on that. I no longer was accurate in writing it down in that last inning. I believe it's 13 stolen bases on the day. We said 11 was a record, and I think they got 2 more. I may be wrong. Maybe it was just 1. Here's a pitch hit slowly towards second. Picked up, the throw to first is in time. And who is the second baseman now? Is it Chance DeWitt? Thank you. That's Chance who throws him out.
I did a quick count, and it looked like 12.
12, okay, so it was just 1 after.
Now batting center
I mentioned that 11 was by far the most stolen bases we had seen. For some reason, I thought there was a second, but actually a runner advanced on a ground out.
Yeah, that's right.
It did not try to steal second. Pitch is outside. 2 down, 7th inning, Lebanon 1 out away from the victory. And then the decisive game will be played at South on Friday in this 3-game series. The final game, high pop-up, will be the final out of the game, and it will be recorded by the first baseman Jacob Ryan, who will put it away, and the side retired. And Jared Marshall, a great job in relief, faced only 6 batters. In his time in the ball game, Jacob Rapé had a 1-2-3 inning in the first. He managed to get the side 1-2-3 in the 5th, but that was because of a base hit, and who was retired at second, thrown out by his brother Luke Rapé, but got the side 1-2-3. But Jared Marshall gets the side in order twice without anyone reaching base. Great relief job, and the Warriors win it 11-1. 11 runs, 9 hits, just a solo error. 1 run, 5 hits, and 4 errors for South. And Chad Angel shakes hands with the coaching staff, including Jeff Stolzig, head coach of the Warriors. Chad, a longtime coach at South, a longtime coach for the Mid-Valley Rockets. And I feel for him this year. That's going to be tough.
Yeah,
it's going to be a tough year.
Not many players on the roster. It looks like they have a decent maybe starting pitcher. I mean, you got to remember, Austin Hall didn't do too bad today as the starter. He struck out 6, only walked a couple, but it looks like that bullpen is going to be, the issue. And hitting, they've only scored now 8 runs in 8 games. So, you gotta get the bats going more. So, good job of him just keeping at it. That's what you got to do.
A reminder from Town & Country, the Mid-Valley's #1 real estate firm. If you're looking to buy or sell a home, check out their website, which is tncrealty.com, for every multiple listing in the Willamette Valley. Town & Country Realty. Final score today, 11-1. Lebanon wins it, their second win in this 3-game series. They'll try to sweep the series on Friday. At Friday, we will go to Corvallis for a wrap-up game between West and Corvallis. But we'll tell you more about that when we come back and wrap up today in just a moment.
Tougher than a $2 steak is one way to describe toughness. But what's tougher than talking tough is actually being tough. Like Kubota's B3200 tractor from Lynn Benton Tractor. It's equipped with a premium 4-cylinder 32-horsepower Kubota diesel engine, mid-PTO, and a hydrostatic transmission. You can see the B3200 at Lynn Benton Tractor's new location on McLean Street in Silverton, or as always along Highway 99E in Tangent.
The Really Big Spring event is going on now at Power Honda in Albany. Swing in today and test drive Consumer Reports' top small SUV, the 2013 Honda CR-V. Right now, during the Really Big Spring event, you can pick up yours and take advantage of the special financing offer of 0.9% interest for 60 months.
Financing subject to approved credit.
Visit Power Honda online at mypowerhonda.com or stop by Power Honda in Albany today, just east of I-5 on Santiam Highway, your Honda Superstore.
Financing subject to approved credit.
1580 KGAL.
11-1, the final score today as Lebanon wins, and just a tough time. It is amazing as you look at the game that Lebanon did not erupt before the 6th inning.
Yeah.
When you look at the inability to throw runners out at second, not good arms on some of the infielders. And no way to denigrate. I love baseball and like anybody that will play baseball, but to be candid about the capabilities, not the best fielding nor throwing infield nor outfield. You're going to give up a lot of runs. Credit Austin Hall with really a very well-pitched game. In the 5 innings that he put in, gave up just a couple of runs. Ryan Brown came on, and the Warriors scored a couple. In the, let's see, I guess, actually he pitched 5, did he not? When did Ryan come on?
He pitched into the 5th inning.
That's right. Ryan Brown came on in relief in the 5th.
Yeah.
When the Warriors scored 2 runs. But Austin Hall pitched very well as a starting pitcher today. But it's going to be tough for the pitchers and tough for South to keep a lot of teams in the league under numerous runs in the ball game and unable to do it as the Warriors erupt finally in the 6th inning with 7 runs, and they win it 11-1. So the Warriors win their 3rd league game in 5 outings this year. Their first game against Corvallis, excuse me, they were down 6-2 going into the 7th inning, a game in which I was not here, but I'm told they did absolutely nothing for 6 innings. And suddenly the Corvallis pitcher, I don't know if it was still their starter, the relief pitcher came on, had trouble, walked a number of hitters, was wild. They got a couple of key hits. They scored 5 runs in the bottom of the 7th and won their opening game 7-6, but then dropped the next 2 games to Corvallis. And the scores of those games, let's see, they lost. What was that?
It's up here. It was earlier in the year.
Is that the right?
Yep.
There it is. That is Lebanon. They lost 10-2 in the final game, and they lost 7-1. So they lost the second 2 games one-sidedly as they did not make the comebacks. But they won the 2 games here to open this 3-game series. They go to 3-2 in the league, and we'll try to wrap up a sweep of the series on Friday. But Friday we will go to Corvallis for the conclusion of that series. Corvallis beat West yesterday, and I know that final score was in the paper today, but
6-3, I
believe. Was it 6-3?
I believe I saw it was 6-3.
Corvallis beats West. West had swept South. That really does not. It's not an indication of the power of West at that point.
Right.
So we'll have to wait and see. But they lose yesterday to Corvallis, and it'll be interesting to see what happens in their series. Always good games between those two, and we'll have the wrap-up game on Friday at 4:30 from Corvallis. We need one more timeout before we wrap up this afternoon. Lebanon wins at 11-1, and we'll be back on KGAL.
You will always get your money's worth, and the food is fresh, original, and tasty at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Open areas or cozy booths, you'll find Ixtapa's service superb and menu variety most excellent. Visit them for lunch or dinner where the parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet. Are you part of an office group? Groups of 10 to 25 are always invited, and $3 drink specials are always offered. Enjoy Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant today at 25 North Main in Lebanon.
Time to get growing. An Economy Supply Building Center can help. Get the nutrients your soil needs with EarthGrow Steer Manure Blend. Each cubic foot bag is now $1.39, and it's an Economy Supply special buy. Have moss? Then now's the time for Scott Super Turf Builder with Moss Control. You'll save $4 on each bag that covers 5,000 square feet. It is time to get growing, and you'll find all the great Scott's products to help you at Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street, Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
Well, they put the tarp on the pitcher's mound. They're going to need it by tomorrow. Everybody will be fortunate, I guess, if they get the game in on Friday. We were wrong about today's forecast. The sun never really broke through. It's certainly not 75. Still comfortable, although you're in short sleeves here in the press box. No wind today. Often there's a wind that blows right in here. But still a comfortable day, and it looks like it is ending as they have broadcast forecast. They say the rain will return perhaps late tonight, rainy tomorrow and Friday. But they do have a tarp here at Lebanon, which they will get on the mound to try to preserve the field for Friday. Looking at the standings, Dallas is 3-0. They're not playing a league series this week. Crescent Valley played their first game in the league yesterday, and they beat Silverton. The final score there was 14-3 with Crescent Valley winning.
Wow.
You were correct that West was defeated by Corvallis 6-3, and Lebanon with that 16-2 win over South Albany. So we'll see how those other games go today. I talked with Bob Christensen earlier, and he said that he felt that Dallas might be one of the strongest teams in the league. I was just trying to see here who they beat in the first week, and it would have been Silverton because they're 0-4 now in the season. Hard to say how good Silverton is. They were beaten in a one-sided contest yesterday by where was I? By Crescent Valley.
Yeah, that's where you
yesterday, waving to the many fans down there.
That's right. Everyone loves you here, Ray.
Below the press box. So it will be interesting. I don't know, Scott, that from those first series that you can tell anything about the league. But it would appear, most think that Dallas will field a very good team. They did sweep Silverton and West and Corvallis. And that Lebanon will be in the running, but they were hurt by losing those two games already to Corvallis. Hopefully they can hang in this race as well. They win today 11-1. We need one more timeout, and then we will make it an official goodbye this afternoon. It looks like maybe the rain's going to come in early, doesn't it? It's getting dark here.
Yes, it does.
But we'll take one final timeout and truly wrap things up this afternoon on KGAL.
You will always get your money's worth, and the food is fresh, original, and tasty at Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant in Lebanon. Open areas or cozy booths, you'll find Ixtapa's service superb and menu variety most excellent. Visit them for lunch or dinner where the parking is convenient and the atmosphere is sweet. Are you part of an office group? Groups of 10 to 25 are always invited, and $3 drink specials are always offered. Enjoy Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant today at 25 North Main in Lebanon.
Time to get growing. An Economy Supply Building Center can help. Get the nutrients your soil needs with EarthGrow Steer Manure Blend. Each cubic foot bag is now $1.39, and it's an Economy Supply special buy. Have moss? Then now's the time for Scott Super Turf Builder with Moss Control. You'll save $4 on each bag that covers 5,000 square feet. It is time to get growing, and you'll find all the great Scott's products to help you at Economy Supply Building Center, where Highway 34 becomes Tangent Street, Lebanon.
1580 KGAL.
All right, that's it for our first broadcast of the spring, and it feels good to be doing baseball again. I hope you will join us through our season. We'll carry about 10 games and then probably some playoff high school games as well. I'll take a little break and we'll be into American Legion baseball this summer. Locally owned and operated. 1580 KGAL, proud to be local and to bring you these local events. Lebanon always fields a good team. A tough year for South. It'd be interesting to see how things play out for the remainder of the schedule.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a tough year for them, but, they'll play through it. Baseball's a tough game.
How are the Red Sox doing? Do we
They
know?
were they were up 7-1.
7-1.
In
Good
the seventh inning.
You got to love baseball so far.
That's right.
But we'll see as the season continues. Friday from Corvallis, a 4:30 game time schedule. We'll see whether we can get that game in with the weather expected to change. We hope we can. And it'll be West Albany, Corvallis, 4:30 on Friday. Final totals today for Lebanon: 11 runs, 9 hits, as they had some innings amazing with no hits but a couple of runs and some sloppy play by the Rebels. 1 error for Lebanon and 9 left on. For South today, 1 run on 4 hits, credited with 4 errors, some other careless plays, and 5 left on. 11-1, Lebanon wins it. We'll see you on Friday. Thank you, Scott.
Thank you, Ray.
Thank you, Kristen Adams. Krista Adams back in the station, and thank you for listening to KGAL. See you Friday.
Thanks for listening to today's broadcast of Mid-Valley High School Baseball on 1580 KGAL. High School Baseball was brought to you by Lynn Benton Tractor, Power Honda, Ixtapa Family Mexican Restaurant, Albany Grocery Outlet, Stavros Auto Centers, Mark Thomas Motors, Burgerville, Now Builders, Northwest Apparel and Embroidery, Wilson Motors, Figaro's Pizza of Albany, Like New Appliance, and by Economy Supply Building Center. Listen soon for another exciting high school game. This broadcast is exclusive property of Eads Broadcasting, 1580 KGAL, and Radio Scott Productions. U.S. copyright law protects this broadcast. Duplication or rebroadcast of any portion of this program is strictly prohibited without prior written consent. We now join our regular programming.
Clarity over agreement. Expect it from Dennis Prager, weekday mornings at 9 on Smart Talk 1580.